Hey residents, here's your daily Borough news, bringing you all the UK news with a side of tea. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more content. So yesterday was the season finale of Blue Therapy and boy was it intense. If you don't know what Blue Therapy is, it's a YouTube show on Trend Central and it focuses on two couples in therapy. They have discussed intimacy, family, clubhouse, and much more. So in this video, I'll be breaking down what happened in the most recent episode. The episode started with Pastor Paul the provider, inviting his sister to the therapy session. Chioma was not impressed and she made that clear. It appears that Paul thought it was a good idea since he didn't know if Chioma was going to turn up or not. But this show is about couples therapy, not siblings therapy. So sis had to go. As the episode went on, Chioma disclosed that she was previously pregnant, but because of Paul, they chose to terminate the pregnancy. This scene was specifically intense, but also contentious. Chioma felt that she was forced into this because Paul said he wasn't sure if he would raise the baby with her if she kept the child. However, Paul felt it was mutual. Of course, Paul's always going to bring humor into it, discussing that they went for 7 or 8 rounds in order to conceive the baby.
Basically, it was a drunken night. We were both drinking irresponsibly. Things got very steamy very quickly. And things happened that night that basically haven't happened before. So, without going into too much detail, I'm talking maybe like 7 to 8 rounds.
It was pretty sad to see Chioma crying and discussing how she didn't want to do it for cultural reasons, but also because fertility is a problem for the females in her family. At the end, Paul ended up consoling Chioma and promised that if it ever happened again, he would be there regardless. He stated that the reason this topic was taboo and that they haven't spoken about it was because he didn't want to show emotion. Now, if you've seen 10 seconds of Blue Therapy, emotion is not something that Paul is unknown to. So it just gives the impression that he just didn't want to talk about it, maybe because he felt he was wrong. Now, I don't know how much I believe him saying that he would be there, but guys, I guess only time would tell. As for Jamel and Deborah, Jamel started off this season looking like a saint compared to Deborah because she seemed controlling and materialistic. But how the tables have turned. Jamel had a confession, but unlike Usher, he was taking forever to tell Deborah what happened between himself and his ex. All we know is that they were in a car talking for 4 hours, but we know nothing else. He was giving her compliments, saying he didn't want to hurt her, and there was a whole leap of silence. He was saying everything but the actual truth. Deborah got sick and tired of it and left. Somehow, production managed to get her back into the therapy session, and Jamel stated that the therapy was more for himself than for them as a couple. The session ended, giving us the impression that the relationship was over. However, if you catch the aftermath, I think they might still be together. Residents, please let me know what you thought about Blue Therapy and whether you will be watching the aftermath. Thank you for listening to Borough News, and please be sure to click the notification bell to gain instant access to our daily news.